I'm just going to talk about the signs and some of the personalities that a lot of the signs have and how to work with some people with some energies of their signs and all that stuff. So I got a few things I was researching here before I got on here. Okay. All right, real quickly, let me just get my paperwork ready so I could go through it with you guys and give you some information about the signs and how they work and what planets rule them and what does that mean. Okay. Okay. So I got a bunch of stuff here. We'll see what we can go through here. What's the best one to go through? Sextile. I'm going to see that one too. Brings over to, okay, perfect. How's everybody doing? First of all, I just want to say that you should never go against your intuition. I've had numerous cases where things have told me like don't go or don't do this, or I will feel a person's pain before I go to do something. And so they'll be like, let's say I have to go to a place, I'll literally feel the person's, what they're feeling. So if they were sick, I'll feel it. If they were tired, I'd feel it. You know what I mean? I really am really able to pick up people's energies and how they're feeling before I even show up to a place. It's wild, but I'm used to it. That's what the gift of being an empath is, because I used to look at it. It used to be a curse to me. Being empathic used to be a curse to me because I didn't know that I was picking up someone else's energy, and so I thought I was sick the whole time. So when you don't know that you're picking up someone's energy, you think you're sick and you take it out on yourself. You punish yourself in ways. You might self-harm, do things like this, right? So when you learn that it's a gift, that's why I started my school for the gifted, because when you learn that something is a gift, you start to use it, and instead of letting it abuse you, you use it as a gift, and then you can use it for the greater good and for the greater good of yourself as well, because we all come here with a mission. We all set an intention before we arrive on this place called Earth. So knowing that will really, really change your life. That you can't, every single one of you came here with an intention, okay? Every single one of you came here with an intention. There's not one of you that didn't say, I'm going to go to Earth and do this, or I'm going to go to Earth and do that. You might think you just came here because you're here. That's how it works. You're crazy, Flo. Like, that's not how it works. Or you might be watching this video and thinking, this girl, she's crazy. We don't die, right? We come here with an intention, and we're all here on a mission. You're still wondering what your gift is. You know how you know? So again, when something feels like you're constantly struggling with it. So let's say some people, they'll be like, oh, I have these dreams and they're just like so confusing and I don't know how to work with them. That could be your gift. You could be a dreamer. You could be given information in your dreams and being told things that will help, your family or you or yourself, or it could be guiding you through it. Or let's say you're constantly feeling down and drained. You just don't know why. You're always tired and drained. You could be picking up people's energy around you, and if you figure that out, it will save you from a lot of headaches. And a lot of us, when we get tired or when we feel we don't know what's wrong with us. Like we'll feel, we'll get, like before I had this crazy headache. It wouldn't go away. Why? And then I found out one of my friends was sick. I felt exactly what they were feeling. And so until I find out who it is, it comes out. I didn't go Malaysia because my intuition told me not to, and I was right. Something happened, And I just found that out. So I'm always on point with things, right? I'm always like, okay, I'm gonna figure this out. Like, I'm gonna figure this out. Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel like that? And then I always figure it out, right? Okay, so let's get to the signs. And I wrote some stuff down so you guys can have some information about your signs and what they mean and all that good stuff. Okay? Okay. Really quickly. So your first house, all right, you got the sun, right? The sun, I'm going to explain this to you. Your sun is, your ego, like who you are, your ego. That's what everybody sees. The sun. And this is vitality. Like, it's the sun. What is the sun? It's vitality, and it's ruled by Leo. Rules Leo, excuse me. The sun rules Leo. And it's when you're like going through your personality, your social self, your vibrance, your ego, willpower, consciousness, life force, creativity, and individuality. The sun sign travels through the 12 signs of the zodiac in 1 year, staying in each sign for about 1 month. Your sun sign represents how others see you and how you see yourself in this world. This is your personality and your sense of identity. Okay? So let's say you're sun in Aquarius. Aquarius people are very observant. They like to observe things. They like to look around. They like to see. Before they allow anyone into their lives, an Aquarius will do some research on you. Maybe ask people or get some information on you. The element of Aquarius is air. Okay, that's a fixed sign. It's fixed, meaning it's not really changeable. Like, right, when you're fixed, you're like set on something. I have a lot of fixed in my chart, a lot. You're set on something. When you're determined to do something, you're gonna do it regardless of what. Yeah, the ego, I'm a Virgo. Like, I'm a Virgo. This is me. I'm a Virgo, and I like things clean. And that's my ego speaking, right? That's my ego. That's who I want everyone to know. I'm a Virgo, and I do everything perfectly, and blah blah blah, right? And so, like I said, it's your sun, moon, rising, your first house, second house, third house. These are all steps to the astrology. So I'm just gonna go through the signs and explain about the signs and how they are and how to work with these signs. So when you're dealing with an Aquarius, I'm not doing readings. I'm sorry. Yeah, what happened? What happened? Is that not just the most basic form of self though? It is the basic form of self, because the self is really the ego, right? A lot of people, they present themselves as like, I'm good. There's nothing wrong with me, but really they're really actually hiding a lot of their different personalities. All right, so Aquarius is independent. They're friendly. They could be very detached, right? They're like, if you ever look at an Aquarius, sometimes they look like they're just like, what? Like, what? But it's because they're always like thinking. They're very impatient as well sometimes, and they're very unconventional, and they're very sarcastic, very witty, right? They can like go from one place to another. Okay. The Aquarius's ruling planet is Uranus, and this is individuality and revolution. So by the way your sign is and your ruling planet, you could see what the aspects of your personality are going to be. So if you have Aquarius and you're ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is about individuality and revolution, right? It's all about individuality and revolution. And I'm also going to read what else your ruling planet represents for you. So Uranus is the planet of change, always wanting to change. This is what Aquarius is about, changing the dynamics. So I'm going to explain your sign, the elements, and like what you are fixed, which house you're associated with, your phrase, and your opposite sign, your personalities. And I'm going to explain the planet you're ruled by, so you could understand why you are so much the way you are. You could kind of understand your sun sign and your rising sign. If you know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, this will help explain a lot. You could rewatch the video if it's going too quickly for you. So you're an Aquarius, right? You're an Aquarius. So you're independent, friendly, detached, progressive, inventive, impatient. Your phrase is I know. Your opposite sign is Leo. Your symbol is the water barrier. Your associated house, you're associated with the 11th house. Your ruling planet is Uranus. Your quality is fixed, which means you can't really change it up. And your element is air, okay? Now, because you're ruled by the planet Uranus is the planet of change. So Aquarius is a sign of change. They like to change things up. They get bored easily. They want to move around. They don't want to stay in the same place a lot, okay? And the Uranus is the planet of opportunity, sudden events, dramatic change, science, revolutions, invention, purpose, new beginnings, self-expression, originality, and technology, okay? Uranus is the god of the sky and the universe, okay? And Aquarius is, in the age of Aquarius, so the god of the sky and the universe has taken on some things. Actually, Uranus is in retrograde right now, and so a lot of things that have to do with technology are going backwards. If there's something that needs to change, it might take you back to something that you didn't change yet, and you need to look and review that. And now you're gonna be led to that change right now, right? It might take you back to that. Okay, so Uranus in the sign for the 7th is in the sign for 7 to 8 years. Okay. It stays in one sign for 7 to 8 years. So if it's in Aquarius, it stays there for 7 to 8 years. If it's in Taurus, it stays there for a long time. It stays in those signs for a long time. The sign this planet can show you how to take change, either as an opportunity or as a crisis. Uranus also influences our midlife crisis. This is when I need to change. That's why Aquarius could be very subtle, but then when they change, they go from one thing to another really quickly, okay? All right, let's get to the next side. So do you guys think that's explaining it pretty well? Because that's how I understand it easily, because astrology could be very confusing. So I'm just explaining your sign, your qualities, your element, your ruling planet, the associated house, the symbol, phrase, and what your planet is all about. So it explains a lot for you. I'm just doing the sun sign, yeah. I'm just doing the sun sign. I'm just on Aquarius. I just finished Aquarius. You don't understand what the associated okay, so there's 12 houses because there's 12 signs in the astrology, right? So first house, second house, third house, fourth house. Here we go. I'm gonna show you right now. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I was doing some research for you guys. I was like, I'm not getting on here without knowing what I'm talking about. And so I'll show you. These are the houses, okay? These are the houses. Now, the first house is ruled by Aries. It's in the order of the signs, and they're ruled by those signs. But all of the houses represent something else. For instance, the first house represents self-appearance, right? Beginnings, the body, first impressions, attitude, identity, approach to life, okay? The second house, money, work, income, daily routines, values, material possessions, priorities, habits. Now, the way I've understood astrology is if you have the houses here, right? If you look at your birth chart, you'll have a sign in each house, right? So, for instance, I have let's say Pisces in my 6th house. So that is my health, fitness, systems, analytical nature. So when it comes to my 6th house and dealing with health, fitness, systems, analytic, I need to look at how Pisces would handle it. And so I could take the two together, and it helps me understand. I'm actually writing my own book right now, Sian. It's a lot of work because I'm going in from my childhood to growing up to spiritual awakening to spiritual experiences. I might have to do a 2-part series. So the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th house, 12th house all represent something else. So the first house is appearances, second house is money, work, income, third house is the mind, thinking, communication, fourth house is home, roots, family, self-care, fifth house is romance, love affairs, play, creativity. Sixth house is health, fitness, systems, analytical. Seventh house is relationships, marriage, and contracts. Number 8 is merging, sex, intimacy, shared finances. Number 9 is travel, wisdom, philosophy, higher education, law, and religion. The 10th house is career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation. The 11th house is groups, friends, social awareness, humanitarianism. 12th house is endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, old age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, and the subconscious, okay? So you got Aquarius ruling the Aquarius rules the 11th house. Libra rules the 7th house. Sagittarius rules the ninth house. Gemini rules the 3rd house. Cancer rules the 4th. Aries the 1st. Capricorn the 10th. Leo the 5th. Virgo is the 6th. Taurus is the 2nd. And Scorpio is the 8th house, and the Pisces is the 12th house. So they all have different, they all rule different houses. So when you look at those parts of your house on your chart, you look at what sign is under that part of your chart. Okay, so this is the wheel of houses here, right? So let's say you have Virgo in your 12th house. You deal with your endings, healing, closure, spirituality, solitude, karma, and old age, afterlife, what's hidden, like a Virgo would, right? So you look at the qualities of Virgo. How do Virgos deal with it? Well, they're over analytical. They do things. So a Virgo would be like, oh my God, if something's ending, they might freak out about it, right? Or if it's spirituality, they want to do things perfectly. They want to get as spiritual as possible and fast and do all these like crazy things to get there, right? So that's how it works, okay? So I'm just explaining that because that's how I learned. I learned about my own birth chart that way. No, I just did Aquarius. Let's get to the next signs. Aquarius. So we did Aquarius. Now let's get to Libra. Okay. Let's get to Libra. Just want to make sure I have everything here. All right. Aquarius and Uranus. Aquarius and Uranus. Okay. All right. All right, these are the planets. Mercury, the moon. All right, so Libra is the element of air, right? Your element is air, which means you're like the air. You go where you can. You fly with the wind. Yeah, I explained it well because astrology was hard for me to understand. So I kind of did like an astrology for dummies type of thing because I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I started like putting the pieces together when I started looking at my own birth chart. I was like, oh, I see. Okay, I get it. So I deal with things like this in the first house. I know I have Pisces. I have my Neptune. My Neptune is in Pisces, and that would be Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the very psychic, highly intuitive, and yeah, I am. Okay, so let's do Libra. Let's get to the signs so you guys can know all your stuff, your elements, and all that stuff here. Okay, so you got Libra is the element of air. Your element is air, okay? Because you got air, cardinal, fixed, okay? You got mutable, air, cardinal, and fixed, okay? Excuse me, mutable, cardinal, and fixed, okay? All right, so now in fixed is the Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. Cardinal is Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. Mutable is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And we'll get to like what that means after, okay? All right, so Libra is the element of air. Your quality is a cardinal quality. Your ruling planet is Venus. You're associated with the 7th house. And your phrase is I balance. Your symbol is the scales. Your opposite sign is Aries. Your keywords are artistic, narcissistic, charming, diplomatic, outgoing, polished, peaceable, judgmental, and indecisive. I'm a Libra rising. So when it comes to my first house, Libra rising, my ascendant, I deal with a lot of things like a Libra as well, okay? So you're ruled by Venus. Now, Venus is the planet of pleasure. It's the planet of love, right? Taurus and Libra are ruled by Venus. And it's the planet of love, right? She's the planet Venus, planet of love. So your keywords for you and the way you see things, Taurus or Libra is ruled by Venus, right? Libra's ruled by Venus. So you're kind of like pleasurable, relationships, love, emotional experience, beauty, sexuality, affection, friendship, attraction, indulgence, sensuality. Because Venus is the goddess of love and beauty. I just said that. The sign that Venus is and relates to how you interact with others in love, relationships, and friendships. So for instance, I have Leo in my Venus, right? So when it comes to love, I do things like a Leo, right? And a Leo, what? They could be kind of like cocky, like nobody's good enough for them, like, nah, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I can be like that, and I cannot be. I'm not vulnerable sometimes, and I don't know how to show a lot of emotion. So you see where I'm getting at with this? Wherever your sign is in that. So, if, like, for instance, Gina says Libra moon and rising. So she has Libra in her moon and rising. So when she deals with her emotions, she deals with it like a Libra, right? Because the moon is about emotions. When she's dealing with her personality, she's like a Libra, indecisive. I don't know, maybe like too looking at things for what they are. You see what I'm saying? Like beauty and all that stuff. Okay, and so the sign that Venus relates to how you attract with others and relationships and friendships. This planet shows how you express sexual attraction and what you're attracted to in others. Venus is in a sign for about a month. Okay, so these planets, they like move around and they only stay in specific signs for a specific amount of time. Okay. All right, so let me see here. Mercury, the moon, Saturn, perfect. All right. Now let's do Scorpio. We got Scorpio here. Now Scorpio is your ruling planet is Pluto. Okay, so let's get Pluto out. And these are great, these cards, if you want to learn anything about signs and all that stuff. This is a great way to do it. Let me just 8th house. I had to do research for you guys because I was like, I gotta get this right. Okay. All right. So Pluto, Scorpio's ruling planet is Pluto. Your element is water, right? Your quality is fixed, meaning you can't really change somebody who's fixed. It's hard to change a person who's fixed and set in their ways, but also a fixed person is determined and they will get shit done, right? When they want to, right? But then when they don't want to, they could get stuck in, you could get, as a Scorpio, get stuck in a way where you're like, I don't want to do it, and then you don't want to do it. And it's like, no matter what anybody tells you, you can't do it. You see what I'm saying? You have Scorpio in your Venus. When it comes to love, you deal with love like a Scorpio, which they can be possessive sometimes. They could also be very controlling, right? And they can also, but sexually, they are very, very good in the bedroom. Scorpios just happen to have a sexual thing about them, and it's just inevitable. Every Scorpio is either great in bed or they could be great in bed. They have a potential to be great in bed because they listen to the body. They know how to handle somebody, All right, so Scorpio, your element is water, of course. Your quality is fixed. You're ruled by Pluto. You are in the eighth house. Scorpio is the 8th house, right? So you're talking about the signs in order. So you got Aries, and I'm not gonna pretend I know the signs in order because I don't personally. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So when's your birthday? The first, Aries. Mine is 9, the Virgo, right? So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what I'm saying? Like 9, all right? 10, 11, 12, right? They're in order. So Scorpio, you're associated with the 8th house. Your symbol is the scorpion or eagle. Your phrase is I desire. Okay. Your opposite sign is Taurus. Okay. And you're imaginative. Scorpios are passionate, can be dramatic, obstinate. You're sexual. You're subtle. You're intense, secretive, possessive, and idealistic, okay? And now because you're in the eighth house, right? You're in the eighth house and and it's Pluto. I'll tell you, the eighth house is a mysterious sector that rules the birth, death, sex, and transformation and mysteries. Merged energies and bonding at its deepest level. The eighth house also rules other people's ways of living. Okay? Alright, let's get to where are we at here? Alright. Let me find Pluto here really quickly. Where's Pluto? Pluto, you hiding from me, Pluto? Pluto, where are you? And then I can go through the houses and tell you what they mean too as well. I have all of these cards here like spread out. Just want to see, make sure everything's here. Mars, Venus, Moon, Mercury, the Sun, Neptune, Pluto. There we go. So Pluto is the house of the planet of transformation. So, you know, when we're talking about Scorpio in tarot, it's the death card, right? That means death and a transformation. It's out with the old, in with the new, removing, dying, and being reborn, right? It's the sign of the mystery. So it rules Scorpio, right? Obviously. Keywords are death, rebirth, change, regeneration, destruction, insight, reincarnation, elimination, society, politics, mass consciousness. So Scorpio rules the occult, the mystery. You guys are very mysterious. You have this thing about you where you can actually pull mystery out of somebody, and if somebody's being secretive around you, all of a sudden like their secrets will come out. Like Scorpio has the ability to get people to open up about their secrets as well. I've dealt with a lot of Scorpios and they're very good at like talking to someone and making them feel comfortable and letting them know all their secrets. Pluto is the god of the underworld. Like I said, it's the god of the occult, the hidden, right? Because the occult just means hidden. It doesn't mean evil. So where Pluto is in your chart, it will show you which part of your life you will experience change, endings, and new beginnings. Pluto is the planet that influences war and generational movements involving revolution. It stays in a sign for 20 years. You see what I'm saying? So when it's there, it's there. Scorpio, when you're there, you ain't going nowhere, right? All right. Let's step into my back. I just got my period. My back is killing me. Pisces. It's funny because I had Pisces here, and you're ruled by your ruler is Neptune. So we got Pisces here, and Pisces rules the 12th house. Okay. Now, the 12th house has to do with endings, healing, closure, spirituality, karma, and age, afterlife, what's hidden, limiting beliefs, and subconscious, okay? And so Pisces is a water sign as well, okay? And your quality is mutable. So that means you're interchangeable. You can actually change, and if something you don't like, something you can change for something. Like if you know, it's you're I'm a mutable sign. It's like, okay, whatever, I'll go with it, you know what I mean? But we can also be looked at as like two faces, because we'll kind of like, it's not that we change our mind and we like flip-flop. We just go along with shit because it doesn't bother us. We're like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But people can see that as fake sometimes because we're interchangeable. We're okay with, you know, we're chameleons, you know, so we'll just go along with it. We don't want to argue about it. Just like, okay, sure, do it, you know. And that's why it's important to, anyway. So Pisces element is water. Your quality is mutable. Ruling planet is Neptune. Okay, Neptune deals with spirituality and psychic abilities and intuition. Neptune is all about intuition. It's really about, so is the moon, but Neptune's about intuition. You're associated with the 12th house. Your symbol is the fish. Your phrase is I believe in aliens. I believe in this. I believe in that. Okay. Pisces are very good at adapting with belief and saying, you know, believing the unbelievable. And that's what I love about Pisces people. They're very, like, people will be like, they're weird. No, they're not. They're very fucking cool, actually. Their minds are crazy. Like, you have to be a little bit, like, you know, your mind got to think a little while to understand a Pisces, because they could be real, like, they sometimes don't trust people, and they look at people like everybody's sneaky and they're lying, and they don't really like to make new friends. They're not good at that at all. Yeah, but they don't trust a lot of people, Pisces people, but their intuition is always usually right. So if they tell you they don't like somebody and they tell you like stay away from somebody, What does that mean? What's that? What did you just say? Please don't like say no crazy spell stuff in here, please. I don't know what that means, or don't say things like that. I'm not even gonna read that. Pisces. So, your phrase is, I believe in the opposite sign is Virgo. That's funny because I just said that, right? You are receptive. You're imaginative. You're sometimes could get depressed because you'll sit in your own, like you just want to be alone, like you don't really like being around people, and you tend to isolate. As Pisces, people tend to isolate a lot. Your keywords are receptive, imaginative, depressive sometimes, very intuitive, emotional, sometimes could be lazy, highly psychic, mystical, impractical, and empathic. Very empathic. Very, very, very empathic, okay? And your ruler is Neptune, okay? So this is the theme of spirituality. Neptune is all about spirituality. And your keywords for that is illusion, imagination, intuition, dreams, visionary, mystery. So Neptune is the god of the sea. So that's water that deals with a lot of emotions and intuition. And water is known to be the first information holder, knowledge holder, right? This is where the ancestor whales come in, right? The whales are supposed to be the most wisest on earth. They were the first ones, and they hold most of the key and the knowledge, which is why they developed echo sonar. Dolphins can communicate through sound in the ocean, right? It's a very evolved being, okay? So Neptune is the god of the sea. It shows how you connect with the spiritual world and your intuition, and also associated with your goals, ideas, and idealistic vision of the world. Neptune is in a sign for 14 years. Wow, that's pretty crazy. That's beautiful. Okay. I'm Totes Fleisch, whatever your name is. I'm taking you off my live. I don't like people like don't come up in here writing spells and shit. I don't give a fuck what it means, good or not. I don't know what you're saying, so stop. Don't do it. Don't come with my shit trying to fucking put your fucking hoodoo on me, bitch. Shit don't work on me anyway. I don't even believe in that stuff. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Let's go back. You see a beautiful aura around me. Thank you. I feel very, very peaceful today. I've woken up to something today. You know when you just wake up, you're like, oh, I see. Okay, I'm going. You know, that's why I say when you're going through something, just wait it out because something will come out of it really good. Let's do. Let's do. Let's do Virgo, because I guess because it's right here. It's the card that's right on top. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury, okay, the planet of communication. Our Virgo is the element is earth, okay. Quality is mutable, which means we're interchangeable as well. We're okay to go with pretty much anything as long as it is something that is good for others. We are the helpers. We like to help other people. We're associated with the sixth house, and the sixth house is all about health, fitness, systems. Yeah, Virgo rules the health. Okay, so Virgos tend to be like their stomach always hurts. Virgos have like a lot, like the gut is very important for a Virgo. I would have to say for myself as well, cleansing and fasting is good for us because we do have a lot of issues with our stomach. A lot of Virgos, when they eat certain foods, it irritates them. Like that's why a lot of them end up becoming like vegetarians or vegans because a lot of foods bother their stomach, which I can attest to that because that's how I am, which is why I'm trying to get rid of so many different things in my diet. And sometimes it's hard, but I have to, I have to. And it sucks because the things I enjoy the most, I had to not eat them. But anyway, ruling planet is Mercury, so associated with the sixth house. Your symbol is the Virgin. Your phrase is I analyze. Your opposite sign is Pisces. And you're modest, can be very picky. Logical thinkers, analytical as fuck, make great lawyers, great detectives, great stuff like people that can investigate something and you want to find something out, go to a Virgo. You want to find out if your man's cheating, ask a Virgo. She'll help you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes could be melancholy. Like they could be kind of pessimistic sometimes. Practical, meaning like money, very smart with finances, okay? Perfectionist, okay? Industrious sometimes can be very nagging. They can nag you to death, but they're so helpful. They are so, so, so helpful, okay? Now, the planet of Mercury is all about communication and it rules Gemini and Virgo. And it's about intellect, education, communication, messenger, traveling, memory. My memory is incredible though. Woo! Speaking skills, mental activity, of course. Mercury is the Roman god of communication and the messenger. You would associate that with Archangel Gabriel, and I am very connected to Archangel Gabriel. Archangel Gabriel came and gave all the messages to all of the. I'm a criminologist. What? That's sick. That's a sick fucking title. I would just tell people that all day. They'd be like, blah, blah, blah. Like, well, I'm a criminologist. They'd be like, I didn't ask you. I'd be like, yeah, but I am one. They'd be like, all right, bitch. So Virgo is in your chart, the astrological sign that Mercury is in indicates how you reason, communicate, interact intellectually with others. It also governs short-term travel. You know, Virgos like to move around a lot. Mercury makes it through a sign in about 15 days. Yeah, so Mercury moves. It's always it's direct, it's retrograde. Direct, retrograde. Well, when it's direct and retrograde, when it's in retrograde, boy, us Mercuries, us Virgos can feel that, and so can Geminis. And we start to speak funny and think. I wouldn't suggest anybody at all, but especially if you have a lot of Gemini or Virgo in your chart, when Mercury is in retrograde, I wouldn't suggest any like big business deals. You see what I'm saying? Like it's already, because Mercury is it's coming in retrograde soon, I think. Yeah, it is, and I'm already feeling it. Like I feel it like a month before. So let's do Taurus. Taurus is also ruled by Venus, and we already spoke about Venus being the planet of love. So Taurus is can be very loving, can be very like Taurus is very like, you know, like very earthy, very like sensual people, and very passionate. Oh God, Taurus people are passionate as fuck. You know, their element is earth, right? Quality is fixed. Your ruling planet is Venus. You're associated with the second house. The second house is all about money, work, income. Taurus rules the money. It rules the financial house. Okay, so Taurus people tend to be financially driven, right? When a Taurus is on point with their finances, nobody can tap them. Capricorns are pretty good with it too. Their symbol is the bull. Their phrase is I have, okay? And their opposite sign is Scorpio, okay? So keywords for a Taurus are affectionate, resistant, passionate, dependable, practical, possessive, determined, stubborn, and materialistic. And I can attest to all those things for a Taurus. And we already went through the planet Venus and what she's all about. And she's the goddess of beauty and love, right? And so Taurus rules beauty, rules the finances, but when it comes to things like that, they're like the love, the Venus, you know what I mean? So okay, let's step into Sagittarius. Sagittarius people are something else. They so let me really quickly touch on Taurus people. They tend to be very stubborn. So if you're dealing with a Taurus, maybe trying to like speak to them in a different type of way. Maybe if you're approaching them like aggressively, a Taurus might hi Miguel. A Taurus might, if you're approaching a Taurus aggressively, I would suggest like take it back and try to talk to them a different way. You're welcome, Tay. Good night. You would try to talk to them a different way because they could be very stuck in their ways, right? Sagittarius is the element of fire. Quality is mutable. Again, Sagittarius people, if they don't get their power up, they can be taken advantage of easily by people. Easily, I've seen it done. I think I maybe have taken advantage of a Sagittarius in the past. You know, I've forgiven myself and apologize to everyone I've ever hurt in the past. But you know, we go through things. But Sagittarius people can be very like they don't like to say no a lot. They're not like a no sayer, right? And they're not mean people. They're very kind and loving, and they're very connected to passion. They're very passionate people. So they do like to, hi Nove. They're very passionate people. So Sagittarius people can be very like, they're ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is the theme of it's the planet of expansion. So they just want to expand. They're always like trying to like be free, and they love to like travel. Sagittarius are very like they like to do different things. You can't be with a Sagittarius and make them bored, because they get bored easily. So you're ruled by Jupiter, okay? Again, planet of expansion, okay? And this is the keyword for this planet are good luck, optimism, success, fortune, abundance, health, knowledge, philosophy, career, money, possessions, higher education. Jupiter is the god of honor, wisdom, and knowledge. So Sagittarius is ruled by the god of knowledge, wisdom, and honor, right? It's how you will make your fortune. So if your sign in Sagittarius is in the 9th house, then this is how you will make your fortune, how you will be financially successful. Capricorns are good with finances as well. But Sagittarius people are not that great with finances. They kind of they just want things easily done. So if something is expensive, they'll just pay for it just because they don't want to deal with the headache. They're like, yeah, okay, fine, but just give it to me, So the symbol is the archer and the centurion, right? The phrase is I see. Opposite sign is Gemini. And it's funny because if you ever get a Sagittarius and a Gemini in a room, the communication is going to be all off. Because they both communicate very quickly and very and they're both all over the place. Mm-hmm. Sagittarius people are good lovers. I gotta tell you, the best sex I've ever had in my life was with a Sagittarius. Man. Because it was good with the woman too, but she, I didn't really go all the way with her. It was more like a fingering, like shit like that. It wasn't like, all the way May. So phrases I see, opposite sign is Gemini. Keywords are optimistic, independent, philosophical, energetic, careless, expansive, blunt, pushy, and adaptable. Yeah, that's pretty much all of their themes. Let's do Capricorn since I see my boy Nove in here. By the way, go get you a fucking hat and wake the fuck up, like my boy Nove says. What about Taurus people? I just did Taurus people. I did Libra. Have I missed Aries? No, I did not do Aries. I will do that after I'm done with Capricorn. I will do Gemini, and then what's after that? Leo, Cancer, and Aries. Okay. Sorry, Aries, you're last. Oh, my belly. And I'm Aries. We was together for 2 years. Sex was amazing. Aries people are pretty good in bed, too. I'm not going to hold you. Capricorn people are horny. I'm not necessarily sure that they're good in bed, because I've been with, like, a couple of Capricorns, and, I mean, they're very, like, basic. Like, they just, like, bend over, or like let me get on top. It's like, all right. They like to just bust a nut. It's not really all about the fanciness, you know what I'm saying? All right, so Capricorn, your element is earth. Your quality is cardinal. Okay? We are the best in bed. I don't know. Prove it. Capricorn is... See, I compete in bed because I'm a Virgo and I compete. I'll be like, hold on. No, that's not how you do it. Let me show you. Not good in bed. No, they are good in bed. They're just, I've experienced Capricorns in the bedroom. I've experienced one Capricorn. Actually, my ex-husband was a Capricorn, honestly. He was always horny. Every day. Every day, 5 times a day. I'm like, can I take a shower? No, it's all right. You smell great. I hate you guys. All right, Capricorn. Element is earth. They're very funny, though. I love Capricorns. They're so funny. They're doofy, goofy motherfuckers. You will die laughing with Capricorn. Non-stop comedy fucking central live. I swear to God. I'm rolling. This sounded like an orgy. This is the orgy. Like, my lives are always an orgy. Don't you know that? You gotta be a part of them. Like, we just, like, basically fuck each other through words and shit. So, I like the way your brain works. Deadass. I love you too. So Capricorn's element is our Poopy. Hi, rated PG. Hi, Poopy.
How many minutes?
How many minutes? To what?
Till you're done.
6 minutes. Oh, wait, hold on. 5, 10, 15, 20. Ooh. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 minutes. Go hang out downstairs 15 minutes. You're lucky. You get 15 whole minutes.
Yeah, but how many minutes do I
Whole
have?
crown chakra activation.
How many minutes do I have to watch TV?
6 minutes.
What?
We're going to go with the negotiations right now because we got a Cancer and a Virgo rising in the room.
10 now.
No, okay. Go down and we'll have 10 minutes of TV.
Of TV? Okay.
Okay? Okay?
Okay.
Love you.
Stop.
Okay, I'll stop up. Thank you. Very nice. Very love. Yo, for real. When she comes in, I'm like, raise your PG-13. Okay, don't play around. When the kids come in, we go from, yeah, I'm fucking sucking dick to, what? What was that, sweetie? Sure. Would you like me to chop the food for you? Okay, no problem. That's how we gotta do it, you know? We got two personalities. I go from the fuck bitch, suck, titty, bitch, fuck. Hi, sweetie. What you put your boo boo? You put your boo boo or your boo? We gotta flip the switch real quick. So anyway, Capricorn. I was gonna do this, like get through them and then put the timestamps for people who are retarded as fuck. And where's the timestamp? I can't find Capricorn. I'm like, fucking find Capricorn and write the goddamn timestamp, you lazy motherfucker. Like, don't you see I'm doing a million things here? I'm overwhelmed. Look at this shit. Do you see what I do for you people? Do you see? Look, let me just show you. Do you see? I printed the paper out. I wasted my ink on you. Come on, give a bitch a break. God damn it. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? I did a whole fucking 5-hour investigation. I had to teach you guys about horoscopes and tell you about your signs and how stupid you are. And I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Just kidding. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love you. What's up, A? All right. So, oh my God, it's hot in here. Okay, Capricorn. So, element is Earth. Your quality is cardinal. Your ruling planet is Saturn. Okay, Saturn is your ruling planet. And let me tell you about Saturn real quick. Okay, man, okay. Saturn is the planet of restriction, okay? So Capricorns are like stuck in their ways. Like if they want something done their way, oh my God, they are just so stubborn. They're just like, hello, anybody home? Anybody? Nope, not home. Okay, they're fucking tough. Okay, you're in the 10th house, okay? You're in the 10th house. You're in the 10th house, Capricorn. And your symbol is the goat. The goat, son. Ooh, goat. Ow, ow, fat bitch's legs are going to sleep. Yeah, come on. I gotta lose weight, you guys. Please, guys, send me a prayer to lose like 20 pounds in the next month. My titties are like 45 pounds each. Like, I can't take it anymore. So anyway, Capricorn is the goat. So your phrase is I use, but just so you know, I'm not making this shit up. Your phrase is I use, okay? I use. You use people. No, I'm just kidding. You use pussy and you drop it off when you're done with it. You know what I'm saying? Just like a fucking Capricorn. You know, suck my dick real quick. I don't want to suck your dick. No, suck my dick. Suck my dick. I don't want it. Comes in your mouth, makes you swallow it, and you're like, I said I didn't want to suck your dick, and now I have sperm in my throat and my teeth. It feels funny, and I'm not even by a toothbrush. What the fuck? We're in the car. We're driving. What? You're literally driving a stick shift. I'm like, dude. I had to like put my stomach over your stick shift so you could still, no. Okay, anyway. That's actually the truth. I had a situation like that, and I was like, you have a stick shift. How am I gonna suck your dick while you're driving? And he was like, come on, we'll figure it out. I was like, how are we gonna do this now? And it's like, my stomach had to be like over it. I had to like suck my stomach. I had to suck my stomach in while I was sucking dick. Do you know how hard that is? Does anybody know? Do you know how hard it is to suck in your stomach and suck dick at the same time? You're holding your breath 2 times in a row. You're like, And then, when the dick goes down too strong and then like you can't breathe through your nose, maybe you got a stuffy right nostril, you're trying to get that air out of. But, you know what I'm saying? We gangsters around here. We figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We figure it out. Motherfucker was driving. I'm looking at his dick. He fucking truck drivers next to us. This motherfucker is driving a stick shift and that. Like, first of all, he was my ex-husband, so I'm not just some hoe who sucks dicks on the side of the highways. I mean, I've done it before, but, who hasn't? So, like, I'm like, and he's like going like this to the truck driver and beep, beep, telling the truck driver to honk the horn. I'm like, dude, like, why? He's like, yo, he saw me getting my dick sucked. That shit's funny. I'm like, it's funny for you. I look like a whore. And he's like, but you're my wife. I'm like, he doesn't know that. He didn't see my ring in the air. I wasn't sucking your dick with my left hand in the air. Like, it's my husband, I swear. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Yes. What do you mean? What, girl? What? You never sucked dick like, you never met a guy and was like, I really like you. Oh my God, let me suck your dick. You know what I'm saying? Where? Right here in the car inside. I mean, I don't know. I'm like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like that. Wait. Pause. Rewind. Pause. Take that back. Hold up. Wait a minute. What I meant was, if I really like a guy, I'll suck his dick. Wait. Pause. That's not what I'm saying. Wait. Every time I get to Capricorn, she gets sidetracked and says like 3 things and moves on. Yo, I'm saying it's because Capricorns are retarded. I'm telling you, motherfuckers, your personality is crazy. Yeah, I'm so sorry. She's always has a story when she gets to Capricorn. Because Capricorns, I've done some wild shit with them as friends and everything. All right, Capricorn. Is there any way I could delete that part and go back? Okay. All right. Capricorn. All right. So, your element is Earth. Your quality is cardinal. Your ruling planet is Saturn. Right. Interesting stories. Associated with the 10th house, your sign is your symbol is the goat. Your phrase is I use. Your opposite sign is Cancer. You're reserved, perfectionist, prudent, secure, practical, domineering, very domineering, very domineering. Domineering doesn't mean controlling, it means like domineering, right? Like what's like dominatrix type shit, like they will tie you up and beat you type of thing, right? Patient, yeah, because you guys don't give a shit about nothing. Determined, and you rule the materials. Capricorn rules the materials, and you're in the sign of the 10th house, and the 10th house is all about career, long-term goals, structure, status, reputation, public image, masculinity, men, fathers, experts, and fame. And Capricorn is the devil in the major arcana, actually. And you're ruled by you're ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is the planet is the planet of restrictions. So when a Capricorn gets restricted and they stop doing things, like they don't want to do something, they won't do it. But here's the thing, when they start something, you cannot stop a Capricorn. Like if they're about to fight or something, let's say like that, they just go and go. It's like never ending, craziness. You're about responsibility, lessons, challenges, ethics, discipline, fate, karma, maturity, perseverance, realism, and triumph. Capricorn has to win at everything or they feel like they're useless. Like they have to be the winner. I'm the best. I'm the baddest. I'm the greatest. I'm the baddest that ever lived, And Saturn is the god of the harvest, okay? The devil because of your tempers, but the devil because of the restrictions. Theme, restrictions. Saturn, the devil is all about restrictions. The devil is all about taking your free will, right? Manipulating and controlling you, right? So it's ruled by the planet of restrictions. Saturn is considered the devil, right? It's considered to be Lucifer, and that's why they say the Vatican, the Pope, and everybody, they say that they worship Saturn because they always, they worship Saturn. That's their the planet that they worship, and that's the devil, right? It's correlated with the devil. You see how everything goes together? You just gotta know your shit. You see what I'm saying? Talk to me for a few hours and fucking blow your fucking mind, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I might blow you too. I'm joking. This is coming from somebody who's like so not a hoe. I think, Okay, so like I said, Theme is restrictions, right? It rules Capricorn, right? Okay. Responsibility, lessons, ethic. Okay. Saturn is the god of the harvest and agricultural and justice. Saturn remains in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 years. This planet, see what happens when I don't have sex for 2 years? All I do is talk about sex. When I have sex, I don't ever talk about it. So I should just stay without sex. I'm funnier. Saturn remains in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 years. And this planet shows you what kind of limitations and challenges you can expect in life. So check where, if you have Capricorn in your chart, excuse me, if check what sign you have in Saturn. So it'll show your restrictions and your limitations and the challenges you can expect in life, okay? As well as how to overcome them. How does devil make sense? LOL, what you getting at? Pharaoh. Saturn is associated with the process of maturity. How does the devil make sense? Wait, what? Hold on, because sometimes I be falling into the wrong comment sometimes. Belina, understand that Capricorn's number one. Okay. All right. So that's Capricorn. Really good information about Capricorns, huh? All right. So let's do Gemini. Gemini is air element of air. It's also Libra and Aquarius, obviously. Quality is mutable. Again, Geminis are interchangeable, right? If they like something, they'll go with it. If they don't, they won't. They kind of change their mind a lot. They could be very flighty and they might seem two-faced, but they're not. They just don't stay the same. They are very changed. They change a lot. Your planet is also Mercury, as mine is, Virgo. We're both ruled by Mercury. And only a couple of signs are co-ruled with each other, so only a couple of them share the ruling planet. Mercury is associated with the planet of communication. That's all about communication and anything that has to do with technology, communications, social media, stuff like that, okay? Symbol is the twins. You're associated with the third house, and the third house is all about the mind, thinking, communication, siblings, social activity, interests, neighbors, early education. Oh my god. Oh, these fucking boobs, bro. Your phrase is I think, right? So Virgo is I analyze, you are I think, okay? And your keywords are energetic, intelligent, rational, adaptive, narcissistic, expressive, undergrounded, vain, and communicative. What I noticed about a lot of Geminis, which I love that about them because I'm like that too. Let's say like if somebody looks dirty or something like that, and I hate to say it, Geminis will say exactly what I'm feeling. Like a Gemini will say what I'm feeling. Like, so for instance, if I'm hanging out with a Gemini and we're out, right? And some girl walks by, and in my mind, I'm thinking like, why is she wearing that? Gemini will be like, what the fuck is that bitch wearing? Right away, they'll say it. They don't even think about it. They just say it out loud. Like, let's say I've been to somebody's house with a Gemini before, and the girl gave me a cup. Like, she was like, you want a cup of water? And I was like, sure. And I took the cup, and I was like, yeah, I'm thirsty. And then she turned around, and I was like, this fucking cup stinks, like in my head. And the Gemini I was with, she said, yo, what the fuck? Yo, your cups, bro, they stink. What the fuck? And she gave it a cup, and I was like, the truth. Look, I just spilled that. I was like, yo, what's wrong with you? She was like, nah, that bitch need to wash her cups. Fuck that. I'm not drinking out of that shit. She's like, yo, your dog been drinking out of these cups, bitch. Oh, you leaving the rag in the sink, bro. You can't be. Are you washing dishes with a rag? She started going in on her for like mad hours and shit, just nonstop. Yo, but your cups though, your cups. I was like, oh man, yo, for real. I mean, I'm the type of person, I'll say something like this. Let's say I go to somebody's house, they have a dog, and it smells like piss, like dog piss. I'm not gonna be like, yo, your house smells like piss. I'm gonna be like, can I tell you something? Because sometimes when we live in our house and we get used to our animals, the smells, I'm just gonna let you know as a friend, wherever your dog is peeing, you're not cleaning the floor good. Come here, I'm going to show you how to do it. And I'll show them how to clean something. I've shown my best friends growing up how to wash their vagina. And that's a real true story. Like I literally was like, lift your leg, lift your vagina, behind the vagina lips, you're going to open them up. And then there's a clitoris. You got to lift the clitoris because in between the crack, sometimes they're like, what the fuck? I didn't know that. I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. And you have to stick your finger in your butt a little, do a little twirly twirl, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, create magic in there and like, let it all out, Because if I was to go down on you and I smell one thing, bitch, this fucking financial institution information relationship is over. You know, I'm like, ain't nobody got time for all that, bitch. Our vaginas are complicated. Okay? Which is why I can't be a lesbian forever, because vaginas are complicated. Like, they do weird things. A penis is a penis. Like, you could see everything. With a vagina, like, you gotta be extra cautious. Extra cautious, ladies. Get in that motherfucker. Like, one thing about me, I will literally have a whole tutorial right now and show everybody how to take a shower. Everybody out here, like, taking showers, thinking they're fucking clean until you use one of those Asian fucking scrubbing things that remove the skin off your body. Then you could call me and let me know. Let me check your back. You think you're clean? Let me just, let me rub some rubbing alcohol across your neck real quick and see what happens. Let me see. If I see brown shit, motherfucker, you are not clean. Okay, I'm gonna show you. Hold on real quick, just so your mouth could be woke in many ways, okay? Let me just show you round quick. Now, I like to take a bath first so that I could soak my skin up, right? And I'm gonna get to the rest of the signs. We got 3 more signs here. And I like to soak my body first before I take a shower. This soap does wonders. It doesn't leave any residue. Castile soap, it's rough on the skin, so when you get out, you want to put some coconut oil and do some stuff like that. But this is the rag I use. This is not a rag. Rags are great, but they don't clean your body, okay? This kills dead skin every time. So remembering that when you're sleeping on a sheet or in a bed, you tend to build up a lot of excess skin, which is why you should wash your sheets about 3 to 4 times a week. And if you don't, and if you're like, oh, but I gotta go all the way to the laundromat. Okay, so make it a habit every 5 days to go to the laundromat and wash your sheets, please. And especially your pillowcases. And that's why ladies are breaking out over here in their faces, because we are laying on dirty pillowcases. This right here is my handy dandy best friend. When I take a shower, I make sure everything's done with this, and I have no shame in my game. I will call my sister-in-law upstairs and be like, you need to wash my back. And she will. And now, like I said, if I'm out with you and a bitch rubs some rubbing alcohol across your neck or your back and I see black, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but all those body washes you're using, the Doves and all those smelly goody things, they don't wash your fucking ass. So stop it. Go use real soap, okay? You know, like you can use African black soap is great. Just use soap that cleans you, okay? Enough with this fucking, these feminine fake ass care products. Come on now, come on. Just be old school, bro. Be old school, you know what I'm saying? Get in there. Get in there. Finger yourself a little if you have to, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Dove, no good for you. Leaves a lot of residue. Hell yeah. Right, exactly. You're welcome. You're welcome, guys. That's education. I could teach you how to clean your house too if you want. I'm a really good house cleaner. I clean my house like a... Anyway, sorry. Here I go into my Virgo details. I could talk about cleaning my body and my house like for like hours. It's like a 10-hour conversation. Me too. You shouldn't use soap down there, you're saying? But yeah, but it also depends what kind of soap you use. Like, I like to use the Castile soap with rose hemp. That's really good, right? Stuff like that, okay? All right, so we got Leo, Cancer, and Aries, and I got to put my daughter to bed, so let's go. All right, Leo. So Leo is the element of fire. Your quality is fixed, okay? Your ruling planet is the sun. It's associated with the 5th house. Your symbol is the lion. I will die laughing if after people watch this, they go and they take alcohol and they rub it up against the back of their neck and they're like, oh my God, she's right. I mean, that would be great. Because, you know, I like to kiss necks and shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? Keep your shit clean, bruh. All right, so Leo is the element of fire. Your quality is fixed. Your ruling planet is the sun. Okay, you're associated with the 5th house. The 5th house is all about romance, love affairs, play, creativity, fertility, childlike spirit, joy, sex, self-expression, and drama. Leo is the drama, right? The drama king, drama queen, right? Yeah, so Leo is your moon, right, Veline? So with the way you deal with your emotions, because, you know, the moon is about the emotions. So, like your rising is how people view you, your sun is how you view yourself, your moon is your emotions, your Venus is love, and then you got the other planets and all that. And your phrase is I will, your symbol is the lion, your opposite sign is Aquarius. You're creative, you're prideful, noble, generous, extravagant, egotistical, dramatic, powerful, opinionated, and romantic. Your ruling planet is the sun. Now, if everybody knows what the sun is vitality. The sun is the center of attention. Like we see the sun every day. The sun shows itself to us every single day, and the sun brings warmth, and it brings it could make you really really hot, or it could make you feel really really good, right? So Leo's ruled by the sun. So the sun is like I said, it's vitality. It's the light. It's the light bearer, right? The light being. So I don't know where, but okay. It's like the outward self, identity, your personality, your social self, and vibrance, ego, willpower, consciousness, life force, creativity, and individuality. The sun sign travels through the 12 signs, obviously, travels through the 12 signs of the zodiac in 1 year, staying in each sign for about 1 month. Your sun sign represents how others see you and how you see yourself in the world. This is your personality and your sense of identity. All right, let's get to Cancer. Cancer. You're the element of water. Okay, Cancer rules the emotions. It also rules the intuition. Empathic, very intuitive. Cancers are very intuitive people. Okay. Your quality is cardinal. Your ruling planet is so cardinal people are very ambitious, okay? They're initiators. They could be controlling and self-starters. They're assertive and pioneering. You're associated with the fourth house, which rules the home. I already know this. The fourth house rules home, roots, family, self-care, emotions, foundations, mother, children, women, femininity. So Cancer really is literally the woman, the mother, right? So element is water. Again, symbol is the crab. Your phrase is I feel, because you do. You feel everything. Oh my God, Cancers feel everything. They're very emotionally driven people. And they could tend to have high anxiety if they don't get their emotions under control. They could be very anxious people. So you have to be very sensitive with a Cancer, because if you say things to them the wrong way, they take it out of context. And that's why if you're going to be friends or you're going to date a Cancer, you have to be ready for their feelings to, I'm laughing my ass off. I feel. You see what I'm saying, Capricorn? Oh, I feel. It's like, hey, you tell a Capricorn, I went through this when I was a child. They'd be like, get over it. They have no feelings. Cold. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice. Oh, Lord. All right, so keywords are emotional. Your opposite sign is Capricorn. Bitch, you're talking mad shit, and that's your opposite sign. When we say opposite sign, that means like how the chart is. Like you're like ooh, you guys, I've been getting crown activation all day long. The where the chart is, Gemini and Virgo are here to here. They're parallel to each other. Capricorn and Cancer would be this way. Pisces and Virgo would be this way. So yeah, that's how that goes. So it's like your opposite, but like your opposite of like, it's like the other being of you, your aspect of you. Maybe you don't show that side, but that's how you would be, right? So you're emotional, receptive, generous, loyal, imaginative, sympathetic, contradictory, moody, intuitive, and family oriented. Cancers love to be home, and if you know anything about any Cancers, or you know any Cancers, you'll know they like to be home a lot. So your planet ruler is the moon. Because they Capricorns can actually balance you, Cancers, because they're not very in the emotions, and they can help you deal with your emotions. That's why my daughter has me as a mother, a Virgo, because when she gets really emotional, my logical mind steps in and I'm sensitive to her needs, but I also tell her, like, you gotta stop being so emotional. You gotta stop being so sensitive, because I know when I was younger, I was like that, and nobody helped me through those feelings. Instead, they just beat the shit out of me when I cried, So that's how, you gotta change it up, you know what I'm saying? So the moon rolls. I'm telling you, Mercury is about to be retrograde. I can feel it. My mom is a Virgo, and she'll be making me cry. My daughter says that all the time. You're so mean. I'm not mean. I just keep it real with her, because I want her to be, I want her to know what the world is like, because she's very emotional, very sensitive. So I'm very sensitive to her needs, but sometimes I gotta, like, Be like, bitch, get it together. You're wildin', you're wildin'. I've had cancer friends. They are fucking dramatic, bro. I had to pull a cancer. One of my best friends growing up was a cancer. One time I had to pull her by her hair and like kick her ass so bad. And this is a real story. This happened like 4 years ago. I had to beat the shit out of her because she just wouldn't stop complaining for like 5 hours. And then we got into an argument. I had to beat her ass and throw her like across the room, like literally, like I did an Amber style jujitsu, threw her across the room by the hair type shit because she was wilding. I was like, yo, you been complaining this whole time we got here. Shut the fuck up. And she would. I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. She was like, I don't really, and I don't like that, and it's too hot in here. My clothes, and I don't like this food, and it tastes funny, and this smells like that, and that weed's not good enough, and this is it, and he's ugly, and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, that's it. Like a Virgo, I let her get away with it for like 17 hours, and I was like, okay, I paid for everything, bitch. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you, bitch. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. I like complained once or twice, but goddamn, bitch, you've been complaining this whole goddamn time. I like wish I had a dick at that moment. I would have shoved it down her throat. Like, shut the fuck. No, I'm just kidding. That's not good. Okay, so the moon. So the moon is it rules the emotions, right? The theme is the emotions, okay? Yeah, cancers are very cold. Like if I do something and I get hurt, my daughter goes, ha ha. But if I do that to her, 3 hours of crying. I'm like, did you just not laugh at me because I fell? And then if you do that to her though, it's, you're so mean. Victims. That's funny. He said Cancers, Capricorns live in the North Pole and we cool up there. The North Pole where they have underground cubbies with aliens already living there. Okay. So the moon sign is Cancer rules the emotions, and the keywords are instinct, subconscious, emotions, intuition, childhood, inner personality, intimate self, primal energy, receptivity, and cycles. So, the moon deals with cycles. So cancers go through cycles. That's why they go through emotions like that, because they feel the cycles. So when the moon, now picture it, if their ruling planet is the moon and Cancer is an emotional person, why do you think that is? The moon constantly changes. It's a half moon, a quarter moon, a full moon, whatever moon, and a blue moon, a red moon, a green moon, a strawberry moon, a harvest moon. So cancers are ruled by that planet. So of course their emotions are all over the place. I mean, hello, look at the moon. It's all over the place. I mean, it's constant, it's steady, but it's constantly changing and changing cycles. And so that's why I understand why cancers are like that. And you got to be more sensitive to their needs because they're constantly dealing with that emotion. You know what I mean? Right? Waning gibbous, yeah, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being emotional. Different person every hour. You know what I'm saying? For real. The moon is literally a different shape, a different, when it comes, it's, right now, look, there's a hurricane happening, and that's because there's a full blue moon, once in a blue moon, that's happening tomorrow night, right? So everything's like the perfect storm right now. Your moon sign represents your internal personality in childhood. It shows your emotional response to situations and how you interact intimately with other people. Okay, so the moon is in each sign of the zodiac for about 2 or 3 days each month. It travels through all of the signs during the course of a month. It travels through each sign during the course. The rest of them stay in one sign for like 12 years, 22 years. This shit is every 2 seconds. So don't blame cancers. It's not their fault. And they're very, very in tune with the emotion, the Earth's emotions, the universe's emotions. So that's why they're so intuitive, right? Just like the moon. Okay. Now we got Aries. Aries people are fire, right? This quality is cardinal. The ruling planet is Mars, okay? Planet of chaos and endings, like, the cutting off, like, the letting go of things, right? But it's like chaos. Out of chaos comes order. You're associated with the first house, the baby of the sign, right? They also say the boss of the signs. Your symbol is the ram. Your phrase is I am. Your opposite sign is Libra. And your keywords are active, aggressive, enthusiastic, impulsive, rash, optimistic, leader, egotistical, self-centered, and very youthful. Aries are very youthful. They could be very, very serious and very like, but when you get to know Aries, they're goofy as fuck though. Okay, so they're the self-appearance. This is the rules, the first house. Self-appearance, beginnings, the body, first impressions, attitude, identity, approach to life. Aries people tend to be like that. If you're ever with the Aries, their first impression on people, how they dress, how they look, is so important to them. You're not going to see an Aries walking around, not most of them, but a lot of them are very like, look at me, look what I'm wearing. Like, they like the way, like they deal with looks a lot, and they could look like cocky. They could sound like they're cocky and shit like that, but it's only because they want to impress other people, and they do care what other people think a lot. Aries are like that. They do like to impress other people, and they like to a full minute is the best. So they like to do that. So I'm just going to really quickly tell you what the fixed, the cardinal, and mutable sign means. So remember, mutable is Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. Cardinal is Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. And fixed is Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. So we got mutable signs. Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. And a mutable person is adaptable, they're flexible, they're restless, they're sharp, changeable, conforming, versatile. You notice the words are kind of contradictory to each other. Resourceful, chameleons, pleasing, communicative, transitional. With a tendency to please others, these signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, with a tendency to please others, they can seem inconsistent or dishonest. Some see mutable signs as pushovers. However, they really just want to contribute to the greater good and don't have an issue with adjusting to accommodate. Wow, I said that before, and Nick says exactly that. They need change in their lives in order to feel that they are moving forward. That's a whole fact. I'm a Virgo, and let me tell you something. If things are not being done for the greater good of humanity in whatever way they're being done, whether it's making money or working or talking to someone or whatever, and yeah, I do change a lot, but it's because I want to go with the times. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to stay, and I have to travel and move around a lot. Geminis are the same. They get bored easily. Sagittarius and Pisces, same thing. Cardinal is Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Okay, now the keywords for these signs, are they're initiators, they're ambitious, controlling, self-starters, assertive, assertive, pioneering leaders, enterprising, enthusiastic, active, and dominant. Okay, so these signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn, those with an emphasis in the cardinal signs love to start projects, but they may not always finish them. They are highly active, and you will likely never find one slacking off. Sometimes they will appear selfish or self-centered, but they are really just focusing on the task at hand, right? So that's those signs. Fixed signs are Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, and they can be very stable, also stubborn, inflexible, not willing to change, solid, purposeful, self-restraint, diligent, determined, persistent, confident, conservative, and maintaining. These signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius, are fixed signs that can be counted on for their stability and seemingly unalterable attitudes. They like to endure them and maintain rather than start anew or change. Being stubborn and conservative, they have difficulty adjusting to new circumstances. However, when you need someone to depend on, they are the ones for you. Cancers are numero 2. So in conclusion, Caps are winning. I love you. All right, guys, let me go. Right on time. Like, you see what I'm saying? Intuition on point. Come on, baby.
Not intuition on me. Not, I just wanted to go upstairs.
Oh, somebody had intuition. Oh my God, my legs.
Oh, you think everything is intuitional?
It is. Everything is intuition.
No,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Stop. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later. See you on the flip side. Look at my hair. Oh my God, it's 12 o'clock. I'm a horrible mother.
No, Mommy,
I'm joking. Relax.
I want 4 minutes.
Okay, I know. You got more minutes. We're going to do the negotiations.
What is the negotiation?
That's when I say 10 minutes and you're like, no, 12. 12 and a half, 12.3.5 milliseconds and 4 flavors. 4 scores.
You know you don't.
Ow. Okay, I know, baby. I know. I'm crazy. All right, so it's hot as fuck in here. I love you guys. I'll see you.
It's not hot.
Good night. I love you.
That's just you.
Guten Tagen. Oh, no, it's hot, girl. Guten Tagen, it means good night in Dutch, I think. In Dutch or German. One of those languages. All right, guys. I'll see y'all later. She felt her mama was done for real. Bitch be on point. Oh, Mom. Huh? Give me Tylenol, please. Tylenol, like 4 of them. All right, good night, guys. See you later. Bye.